All right, what's up everybody? Now look, I know this video is very short, but that's because I want to give you just a quick update on what Solana's price is doing because it's not moved very far from where I made the last video, but something pretty important has happened that could be implicative that we need to be a little bit cautious right now. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time and let's get into the video. Now, as many of you know, we have been tracking the fact that Solana is in the party pooper zone of the run, right? Of course, macro all-time high, macro lower low down to this level puts in this 618 to 786 Fibonacci range between $123 and $68. I told you all that this would be the most difficult range for Solana to get through on its chart right now, but if it does do that, of course it could open up the door for a run to upwards of $669 to the upside. Now I told you all, of course, as we do approach this party pooper zone, the reason it's called the party pooper zone is because historically it will reject the price to the downside, but as we do approach the party pooper zone, be on the lookout for some possible red flags, and we have gotten a couple over the last few days. Now, what we talked about in the last video was the fact that we were in this ascending channel. I told you all if we were capable of holding some support on top of $68, maybe look for us to make a couple, small moves towards the upside, but we would need to see something pretty definitive to erase the idea that we are likely going to get a rejection to the downside at some given point. And what we can see is that over the last few days, we have now put in a bit of a micro double top, which historically will lead to a pull to the downside as well. What you can see here is that we did come up to put in high number one here. We put in what you call the MLS, this mid-level of support on the bottom side of this ascending wedge, and then we put in the second peak for the double top. Now at this given point, considering we did get those closes right around the $68.39 level on this key level of support, it kind of double clarifies, or it gives me a double confirmation that this key level of support is now extremely important. And if at any given point we see Solana's price fall below $68.39 and get the daily close, the likelihood is here that a move towards $58 or possibly as low as $48 is very, very likely, and very much so probably on the horizon. And so again, because of course we now are seeing this double top playing out, the fact that we're in this ascending channel, the fact that we did just get another blue peak finder flashing as we are getting this move to the downside, and the fact that we're in the bottom side of this macro party pooper zone, it tells me that we need to just be careful right now. I personally am not doing any big purchases. I am still dollar cost averaging because I could be wrong and Solana's price could just go straight up out of this thing. That is a possibility that we melt up into a pump, okay? That has happened before, but it's not the most likely outcome here, okay? And so again, I have slowed down my purchases. I'm not really doing too much. I'm watching to see how this happens because again, if at any given point we lose $68.39 on the daily close to the downside, we've now lost the MLS, which is this key level of support, which would then put us in position to revisit the lower side of this double top, as well as the fact that we have lost a key level of support, which is the bottom side of the party pooper zone, which likely means that we will venture towards price discovery towards the downside. Again, it's likely somewhere between $58 and $48, okay? So this double top, more confirmation to me that I am being a little bit cautious, but obviously there is no guarantee. So I will continue to update you as this does play out. I would like to make longer videos about Solana and give you a little bit more, but not much is happening over the last week. So we just kind of got to wait this thing out and let it play out. So of course, if you guys do enjoy these quick updates, always let me know down in the comments and smashing that like button. And I will see you in the next, hopefully soon to come Solana video. Peace out, everybody.